Today we're going to take a look at a watch that I purchased on my own, like a big boy. This is the Fossil Mickey Mouse. That's probably not exactly what it's called, but I'll put a link down below in the description of how you can buy it. It says it's a special edition, not a limited edition. They did offer a special limited edition. That's a different one. I didn't get that one. I actually like this one more. The other one's like more of a vintage old drawing or something like that. And that's just like printed on the dial. This one is more interactive. And that's what I dig about it. The first time I was able to actually look at this was at the Worn and Wound Wind-Up Watch Fair in New York. And they were selling them there. A bunch of people I know picked them up. So then I started seeing them on the wrist. Obviously, I had wrist envy. Fast forward, months later, and I decided to go ahead and purchase one myself. And I forgot to write down the price. Hold on a second. Let me look that up. Turns out it's $395. When you go to the website, they'll offer you some sort of discount code, money off your first order or something like that, like a lot of marketing things do. I didn't take advantage of it. I thought I was taking advantage of it, but the way modern online purchasing happens, you click a couple buttons and the next thing you know on the screen, it says order confirmation. I'm like, okay, I guess I paid full price. Whatever, I just want the watch. So they sent the watch, very fast shipping, no problems there. Very happy with my purchase, zero regret. This is, yes, I paid retail $400 essentially for this thing. But look how dang cool that Mickey is on there. It is like an applied, not like, it actually is applied to the dial. And then of course the hour and minute are hands, actual Mickey arms and hands. And then the small seconds is in a very interesting location. But that along with the open heart led me to believe, based on my research on the internet, that this is the Miyota 82S5 movement, which is the small seconds open heart. And we do have a display case back, another little classic Mickey there with those big old ears, basically blocking everything from view, but you still get a pretty decent look at the movement nonetheless. There's 4 screws holding the case back down. We only have 50-meter water resist on this. So don't take it swimming, but if you wash your hands and you get a little wet on it, no big deal. 50 meters, you probably could do the dishes, but if you're looking for an excuse to tell the wife that you can't do the dishes because you're wearing your Mickey watch and Random Rob said you can't get it wet, go ahead and use it. Let me know how that works out for you. So dimensions on this thing, 40 millimeter. The lug to lug is a 46.5. You can see that very cool case shape. Has a lot of different angles and polish and brush bits going on. You have that signed Mickey crown with a red backlay on there. That's a nice little... there's a lot of nice little details with this watch that clearly justify the purchase for me. It may or may not for you. Maybe you're just not into Mickey. I grew up on Disney. Most of us did, right? So anyway, thickness, 13.75 millimeter, a little bit on the thicker side, but that is a double dome sapphire crystal that sits proud of the case a little bit. And you just needed, space in there to, for Mickey. Lug opening here is 20 millimeter. It does come on a pretty nice leather strap. I don't see any reason to change it. I think it came very comfortable right out of the box. You have quick release spring bars, but when this wears out, yeah, I'll put it on something else, or maybe I'll try to source another one. I'll tell you this strap is good enough that I would actually probably repurchase the leather strap from Fossil if I wore this out. I would actually probably replace it with such. The crown is a 6.5 millimeter non-screw down crown, so it's just a push-pull, very easy to operate. You can adjust the time accordingly to do so, like whatever, something like that. And then in this first position, yes, this is an 8000 series movement from Miyota, but it is a hand winding. It's a modern one, so you can still hand wind it. Some of the earlier 8000 series were not offered in a hand winding feature, but I don't know why I bring it up, because that's in the past and we're in today's world. This is a sapphire crystal, like I mentioned before, so it will hold up to, some brushes with danger. It's not going to scratch up or anything like that. Some of your older watches didn't have that, and they suffered the abuse. So let's put this on my 7 1/4 inch wrist so you can see what that looks like. I do actually wear this watch. Believe it or not, I know some of you guys probably don't believe me, but I actually wear this watch. I really dig it. I think it's super fun. And it goes with everything. It's Disney, it's Mickey, you know, it's just fun. It's the lighthearted side of things with the watch industry. I have a couple other watches that also kind of fit that category, and I really enjoy that space within the watch hobby where you can just like, take a breather, realize that they're just watches. We're just having some fun, and don't read too much into it. Some people might want to try to read too much into this purchase, with it being Mickey and Disney and Fossil or whatever you want to try to like complicate things. But the reality is, it's a cool looking watch. I wanted it. I bought it. That's it. That's the end of it. I think his hands are loomed, but nothing else. So I'm going to give you the Lume shot because I think there is Lume on this, but I don't understand the point of it. Yeah, his hands are Lume. That's cool, but with the black numbers on there, which was the appropriate thing to do. But if they could have like backlit them with Lume or something, that would have been cool. But great watch, Fossil. Keep up the good work. I'll see you guys on the next vid.